Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Backstage Spotlight. Today I'm with Kaine. Hello, Kaine.
Hi everyone. I'm
How
so
are you
excited. I can't
doing?
wait.
It's very exciting. I'm really not vibing with the delay on Zoom this morning. But Kaine, you have been in Heather's and you have also trained at Lane, a fellow Laney. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to get into the ins and outs of your training. And also, you've recently been to Broadway, baby. So I'm excited to hear that. Very excited to hear about it. So I'd like to start at that pivotal point for you when you realized that performing would be your career. You also do a lot on social media, which I think we'll get into, but that pivotal moment where you thought, right, I'm going to go train.
Um, I kind of it kind of was never a question, and I don't know why. It was never like a question. It was just like it always was. As long as I can remember, I'm like, oh no, no, I'm gonna sing. And my mum and dad were like, are you sure? And I was like, no, I'm gonna sing. And I actually distinctly remember we have an argument in my family because I've got this memory of my mum going like, you've got to be really good to be able to sing like professionally. And I think I don't know whether she might have said it like being like trying to give me some tough love or something like that. But I think in my head I remembered it being like she told me I wasn't good enough. I'm gonna prove her wrong. But it's kind of just never been a thing where I've questioned it. I've always just been like, no, no, I'm gonna do it. And then I would just always on holiday. I was like, I'm gonna go sing karaoke, and I'd sing like High School Musical or like Robbie Williams, and my mum and dad would be like, oh my god, this kid will not show up.
I love
And
that.
then they were like, maybe we should get him into singing lessons. Not because I was awful, but just because like something else to do. And then I started doing that, and I absolutely loved it. And then I got to like 15, and I was like, oh, I think I need to dance as well if I want to do this. And I distinctly remember I was like, I want to do musical theatre rather than it being like recording artist kind of singing. And then I was like, oh God, 15's really late. All my friends that dance, like they're all really good. I'm gonna have to really pull it out of my arse here to like try and figure it out. And then I found my friend's dance school and she was like, come meet my dance teacher. I met her and she took me under her wing. I was having privates every single night, and she was like, not even charging me for half of them. She was like, we are going to get you there. We're going to get you to drama school in like 3 years. We are just going to fast track you no matter what. And she like really whipped me into shape, and she like put so much time. I owe her like everything, and I'm friends with her now. And she really sorted me out, and it got to the point within like 2 years and without sounding like big headed, like I then ended up being like the best at that dance school. And she was like, I can't do anything more for you. Why don't
Incredible.
you go to this dance school? And it was like Nadine's dance company, which was like the best dance school in Britain at the time. And it was in Hartlepool, like 2 hours away. And my dad was like, we're gonna have to drive 2 hours there and back. Like, are you sure it's worth it? And I was like, I will get a job to pay for like the fuel to go. And then I did that, and she really whipped me into shape. And then I got into then it was Kappa, then Lane, and then I went straight into from that into Mamma Mia. So it was like non-stop from there.
Wow. What a
Like
journey.
it,
It's like
it
intense.
was it was like it was intense for like I want to say like 6 years ish. It was like non-stop, but it was like the best thing I ever did. And now I don't really use it. I don't really perform anymore, which is so funny. But there's so many skills that I've kind of transferred across to what I do now more full time.
Yeah, no, it's great. So talking about auditions for drama schools, a lot of the viewers for this podcast are that sort of age where they're figuring out what they want to do. They might want to be auditioning for drama schools. What's your tip in terms of which ones to go for? Because I get that question a lot, like how do you know which drama schools to audition for?
Okay, I think my mindset, and I don't know if everybody should share this mindset or not. My mindset was I was always going to go to somewhere that was going to work on my weakness rather than my strength. Because your weaknesses are always going to be your weaknesses. Unless like you're some crazy person that can like turn it around in 3 years at a drama school. Like realistically, the thing that you love doing is usually going to be like your strength, typically, because that's what you've always excelled in. And that's probably the first thing that got you into it. And then probably the last thing is probably going to be your weakness. So my weakness, I always felt, was like my dancing. And Lane is obviously an incredible dance school, and it's also now an incredible school for vocalists and incredible school for acting. But I think more so, especially at the time when I was there, which actually wasn't that long ago, but things have changed quite a lot. Um, it was still really, really dance heavy. And
Yeah.
I was like, and they're also really like, they're so strict at Lane,
Yeah.
like they are very, very
Very.
strict. And I think sometimes, because I can be a little bit of a live wire sometimes, I need a little bit of like, no, you're going to do this at this time, you're going to do this at this time,
Yeah.
shut up. And I needed that. And Lane gave me that, definitely. So yeah, I think go somewhere or audition at places that you think are going to help you with your weaknesses. Also, like audition everywhere if you can afford to, because I know it's expensive. I know it's a lot of time, a lot of effort.
Yeah.
If you can afford to, audition at a range of places. One, it gives you the best chance. Two, it gives you like a wide scope of places that you can see what they offer. And it's very different, um, I think, the reputation of places to what they're actually like.
Yes.
So I think
True.
definitely go yourself and see what it's like. Also, don't be shy. Find people that are already there and DM them.
Yeah, I did that so
People,
much.
yeah, absolutely. People love to like help you out and things like that. And I think it's very easy to think that everybody's kind of in it for themselves in this kind of like industry, but like the vast majority of people are absolutely lovely and want everyone to succeed. So like message people, ask alumni, like even go to see a show, see if they've gone there, if they've still got it in the thing. Message them. They might not reply, they might not see it, but like it's worth asking, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Can you compare your first year at Lane to your third year self? What was that transition period for you between the 3 years?
Oh my God, I was a completely different person. Like completely different. I arrived, even just like physically, I was so scrawny when I started Lane. I was so scrawny. I had straight hair. I like was like straightening my hair. I had glasses. And yeah, it's the difference between first year and third year me was worlds apart. I think my third year, I was very much on my own path of knowing exactly what I wanted. And I think I didn't let and I was very blinkered, I think, by the time it came to third year. And I was like, no, I'm doing my own thing. This is what my plan is. And
Yeah.
I trust my own. Whereas in first year, I think I was very dependent on looking around me and thinking, what's everyone else doing? Should I be doing that too? Like, I should probably be copying that. Oh, I should be doing some script work at home by myself. And I'm like, no, Kaine, do your own thing. Trust yourself. You're fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very different. I think you just gain a lot of confidence, I think, and I think
Yeah, for
you
sure.
learn a lot about yourself throughout those years.
So you went on to do Mamma Mia, but did you graduate into lockdown?
So I graduated 2019, so I had from summer of 2019, and then I think did lockdown start in like February 2020
February.
or something.
Yeah, I think so.
But I was about halfway through my year tour, and I was like, no, this isn't happening. I was like, I have not worked my arse off for this long to literally have it all taken away. And they were like, you're only going to be gone for 2 weeks. Don't worry. Me and my friend Cam, who was also in my year at Lane, were crying at stage door. We were like, no,
No.
no, I'm not. We were there with our tour boxes, like, no, I don't want to leave. And then it ended up being forever. But yeah, it was fine. It was just, and then we went straight back. I went back to Miami for another 2 contracts after that, which was very, very nice of them to be like, you can come
Yeah,
back.
for sure. How did you use your time in lockdown wisely?
I was just like, I'm going to teach as many workshops as I possibly can
Oh,
and make
so
money somehow. Because it was so, people were just like, people were at home with nothing to do. And
yeah.
I started seeing people do Zoom classes, and I was like, what's Zoom? And I was like, is it like Skype? Like, what's this? And then I put on my story, and I was like, at this point, I think I must have had like 13K or something like that. So I didn't have like a crazy like amount of followers. And I was like, who wants to do like I was going to say Matilda then. I was going to say, who wants to do like a Mamma Mia workshop? And they were like, oh yeah, I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it. And then it just a wave. And I had 70 people on like a workshop like each week. It was so fun. And it really kept me afloat financially. Like that was like the saving grace. But yeah, it was amazing. And I loved it because I got to like connect with people that like I wouldn't typically connect with in my day-to-day life. Like I wouldn't have met them. And
Yeah.
it was really, really nice. And I so many amazing kids as well that were just like, it just kind of reminds you why and when you started.
Oh, yeah,
But yeah,
that's really
I
nice.
love it. It was fun. Yeah,
So you recently went to Broadway. How was it? How
yeah.
was that?
It was so good. So I went with my friend Hannah, Hannah Lowther. I'm sure all the kids will know Hannah Lowther is. But yeah, I went with Hannah and I saw 8 shows, I think, in like 4 days. And
How did you
she
do that?
So we worked it out. We were like meticulously planning this for like weeks, and
Yeah.
we like sat down, worked out schedules, timings, everything like that. And we were like trying to figure out a date that we both had free to be able to like nip over. Sounds ridiculous, nip over to like New York. But we were like, this works. We were like, let's work out if we can do a 3 show date. We were like, one, I think that'd be amazing for content, and two, that is so fun to be able to watch 3 shows in one day.
Yeah.
So we were like working out, we're like, that's one act, that's fine, we can do that. That finishes at this time, we can have like 20 minutes, grab a Diet Coke, run to this theatre. It was really, really fun. So we were just like meticulous with the planning. And then we had like a day or two where we're like, we didn't have a show booked in. And then we went out for breakfast and we're like, let's book a show. And then we just like book a show last minute. But I think Hannah stayed for an extra 2 days after me, and I think she saw another 2 shows. I think she saw 10 shows in total.
That's mad.
I know. But to be fair, by the end of it, I was very like in
Yeah.
the dark
That's
room,
it.
like watching the curtains open, and I was like, "Oh, this is getting hard now." Because just like from like a mental focusing
Yeah.
point of view. Like I'm like loving the shows and appreciating how incredible they were, but I was like, I can't take any more stories or characters.
Yeah.
Like my brain was getting confused with different people from different shows. Like, what is happening?
Did you
It
definitely
was really fun. Yes, that was phenomenal. And we saw both covers on at the same time of the main two.
Wow.
So we were like, at first we were like, oh, that's such a shame. Like we aren't going to see like Megan Hilty. That's a shame. And then we're like, no, this is incredible. They're on together. This is going to be really cool to watch because they both cover both of those roles.
Oh,
So like they're like basically play. It's like kind of like me and Heather's where like I played every single one of the male leads, and you just have to kind of like pick one out of your head at the same time. But yeah, that was phenomenal. I think it's going to come to the UK. I have a feeling.
I think so too. Like, surely after all of the palaver that's gone around it, surely there'll be a transfer.
Yeah, and I am convinced Maz Murray is going to be in it.
Do you think?
I am convinced. So Maz Murray came and sat next to us, and I was like, I kept saying to her, I was like, "You'd be amazing in this, babe." And she was like, "Oh, would I?" She's like, "I don't know what I'd like want to do in it though." And like, she wasn't like hinting. Like, I genuinely don't think she's cast or anything like that.
Yeah.
But her and her dad were over in New York, and just by chance, she sat next to me and Hannah in the theater,
That's
and
mad.
we're like, "Maz,
Oh,
yeah." We were like, "Hi," and we were like, "What? What's happening?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm just here like, with my dad." And I was like, why are you here tonight in this theatre? And she was like, no reason. She just wanted to genuinely come and see the show. Um, and yeah, I think she would be
it's
phenomenal
market
in it.
research.
Literally, I was like, this is your role, babe. You need to take that role. But I can't imagine anyone else playing Donna now, to be honest. So
Yeah.
I can't. Maybe she can do both. Maybe she can split her week.
Yeah. Fly. Oh well, if it comes to the UK, she'll have to fly to New York to play it. But
Yeah.
well, you heard it
Yeah.
here first. Kane's prediction. We'll see if it comes true.
Yeah.
If it does, that's weird.
If I'm right, if I'm right, we need to clip this down and we'll put it on
On
TikTok because
TikTok.
I am literally I'm projecting it right now. I'm manifesting it for Maz.
Right, we'll see about that. We'll just see. Before we wrap up, I've got some like quick fire questions, and they're not like quick fire. You can think about them a bit, but Let's just work through these. So, what is your dream West End role?
My dream Western role is probably Orpheus in Hades Town, but it's also unrealistic because I don't play guitar.
Oh.
So I've spoke to the producer before, and he's like, "I'd love to see you for it, but like, you don't play guitar." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, I can't. Sorry." And
Maybe.
then can we just pretend everyone else does?
Stephen Sondheim or Stephen Schwartz?
Oh, Sondheim every time. I'm sorry, Stephen Schwartz, but like Sondheim every time. Nothing touches his writing. Like it's incredible. Like it's so hard to sing a Sondheim song.
Oh, so, so hard. What was the first musical you ever saw?
Ever saw, funnily enough, Mamma Mia on
Oh,
Broadway.
on Broadway. Wow.
Yeah,
Impressive.
which is crazy.
What is a stage door essential, either as someone who's just watched the show or as a performer coming out to see everybody?
Um, Stage door essential if you're going to see the show is like respect that they've just done like a 3 hour show and they're probably going
Yeah.
to be shattered and and like be nice but like maybe don't like go in for a hug if like you don't know them,
Yeah, that
but I think if you're a performer also like remember that those people have come to see a show that you're in, smile and be lovely because those people are in the theatre, they love the theatre, so be grateful that they're there because that's the reason you're in a job.
very, very good advice. Favorite underrated musical?
Oh, favorite underrated musical. You might have to come back to me for that one. Oh,
Right.
do you know what? Actually, yes. Hell's Kitchen. It's not underrated, but I think it needs to come over to the UK
Yes. I've not
because
heard, really seen anything.
that's on Broadway. Oh my God, it's so good. It's Alicia Keys' musical, and I'm not an Alicia Keys fan by any stretch of the imagination. I am not a fan of her. No offense to Alicia Keys, but I think the musical is phenomenal. It's really fun.
Right. Okay. One to watch out for. Um, would you prefer a dance break or a dramatic monologue?
Oh, good old dance break. I find monologues a bit boring, not gonna lie.
They can be a bit hard to focus on when they go on a bit too long.
Like, come on, get on with it. No one speaks to themselves like that.
What's a pre-show ritual you never skip?
Pre-show ritual. Um, always, always lots of deodorant, lots of hairspray, which if you've got asthma in the dressing room, someone with asthma, do it in a different room because it can really set people off. I learned that the hard way.
Oh no. What's the favorite costume you've ever worn?
Favorite costume ever wore, it has to be like my wetsuit in Mamma Mia. As annoying as it was, it like the zippers always got caught on our skin in like the fast change. But it was amazing because we got so hot in that show. And that was just like so airy and lovely that it was great because you're basically topless for the entire show. So like you were like not even, it was a lot easier to cool down than being like wrapped up in loads of layers.
Sure. Oh, nice. Who would be your ultimate duet partner, alive, dead or alive?
Ultimate duet partner. I'm trying to think because I also need someone to not show me up at the same time. um,
Be careful what you say now.
I know. I think someone that who's. Do you know what? I'll go with someone that I've sang with before, and I've actually not spoke to her in years. There was a girl in my year at Lane called Georgia Aspinall, and
Oh,
I loved singing with her because I feel like our voices blended really well, and we did something in like our final summer show together. She did like Requiem from Dear Evan Hansen, and it went into Hades Town when I was singing that. And for some reason, that is etched into my mind. I always used to be sat there thinking, this girl's voice is phenomenal. And I
Oh,
like loved how it was like. She's amazing. She's very, very good.
oh, that's so nice. What's your favorite TikTok sound right now?
I was just listening to this. Do you know in Cat in the Hat where it's like, honey, it was ruined before she bought it.
Yeah,
That's what I was just listening to.
that's so funny. What's your favorite song to belt in the shower?
Oh, Belt in the Shower. Mariah Carey. The I give my all to
Oh,
love. That one.
classic. What was your worst on stage
Lovely.
mishap?
A worst on stage mishap. It was in the like stripping bit of Heather's where Kurt and Ram are trying to take off their like trousers and tops to like impress Veronica. And I got my foot stuck in the jeans. So I was like, I'll jump out of them. That'll be really funny. And I like tried to jump really quick out of them. And my foot got even more stuck and it pulled my foot from underneath me. I smashed my knee on the stage in front of like 300 people. And I had to kind of just pretend like it was part of it. I was trying to pull it off so much, I ripped the jeans in half, like from the crotch all the way around. And I
Oh,
was like, just like improv, I was like, that was meant to happen. And then I was like, threw it away. It was hell.
oh my goodness. What is your favorite theatre snack if you're going to watch a show?
You know what I love? I love Sour Patch Kids, the watermelon.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'll always put them in a cup
Yes,
so
no,
it's not rustling.
that's good. That's good as
Plastic cup.
theatre etiquette right there.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
caption your life using a musical theatre lyric.
Oh, okay. Um,
I can't even think of one off the top of
probably
what did you
probably in Hadestown in the epic songs. There's like three of them that Orpheus sings. The chorus is just loads of la's. It's like la 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 la. La. That would literally be like what that's my life because that's all that goes on in my brain all the
That's brilliant. And last but not least, a role you could never play because of casting reasons, but you would love to.
Oh, that is a really good one.
I know you said Orpheus for the
Um,
guitar, but I feel like you are castable for Orpheus, so think of something that's like completely not your casting.
yeah. Um, that is such a good question. Do you know what? Do you know just to be able to sing "Worst Pies in London" Mrs. Lovett in Sweeney Todd?
Yeah.
I would love, love, love to play that. Obviously, I'm never going to,
Oh,
but yeah, I would. That's such a good role.
yeah, it really is. Well, thank you, Kaine. That was a great little chat that we had. So thank you for joining me, and I hope that everybody listening has enjoyed. Anything coming up for you, Kaine? Anything in the pipelines that we're allowed to know about?
Um, Not really in terms of musical stuff. I keep saying no to things. I just don't know if I'm ready to jump back in yet.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. I think I really enjoy having a bit of like normalcy in my life, and I think I've done that, and I think I ticked off a lot of things that I'd like to achieve, and I think I love having like a family life, and like you have to give up a lot to be in a show,
for
and I
sure.
just don't know if I'm willing to give that up again for a while. They're not saying no forever
Yeah,
because like I really do love it, and I really do love auditioning. I love being in a show and having castmates and all of that stuff and performing. But I think for now, I'm very happy with everything that I'm doing, and things are going really well. So I'm just gonna enjoy the ride for what it is. There's some exciting things like I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm like social hosting Move It again next year,
great.
which is really fun,
Yeah.
which I absolutely adore. So I got to meet so many lovely, lovely, lovely kids and so many lovely people. And then we're doing an event this summer at Hampton Court for Move It. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying that side of things at the minute and keeping all my social media stuff going. And yeah, I'm enjoying exploring other avenues for me to use the similar skills. But
Yeah.
I will never like, I don't think I'll never turn my back on it fully,
Yeah.
100%.
Love that. Well, I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. And everybody watching, go head over to Kaine's socials. Keep on top of everything that he's doing, and we'll see him presenting Move It again. And thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thanks for having me. See you later. Bye.